Hey, fellow traveler and viewer, welcome to Timeless Tarot. Ooh, we're gonna skip the intro, and actually looks like we already got our cards, or at least two of them. Okay, great. Well, we're just gonna jump right in here. We're not even going to, we're just gonna take from the top, so we're just jumping right in. Look at that. Okay, so we have three cards here. We have the World, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Well. I think we have our three cards for the readings. We'll take a moment to take a look at each card so that you can choose, based on how you resonate with the card, to choose your reading. But otherwise, we're just going to jump right in. Please excuse my voice. I have a cold today, so if it's a little stuffy, that is why. Okay, so for pile number one, we have the World. The end of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. It's like the final chapter of your favorite book. That's the World. Okay, we have pile number two, we have the High Priestess. Some hidden knowledge, some intuition that needs to be brought forth, okay? It's going to bring some knowledge forth through intuition. Okay, and for pile number three, we have the Well, which is an oracle card. It's that inspirational depth that comes from within when you're like thinking about something and then suddenly a wellspring of ideas pops up. That's the Well. Okay. So, I will let you choose now. Please keep in mind that these are broad readings, so if you feel a strong connection to any idea or theme during the reading, bring it along with you on your journey, and if not, let it float on by. Okay, we're going to start with reading number one now. Greetings, group number one. You chose the World. The World card. The culmination of a story. The final chapter of a life lesson. A really important chapter in your life is closing and a new one's about to begin. Let's take a look at what that is, okay? Okay, we're going to see what's on the mind first. Is that a bird chirping in the background, huh? Interesting, it's winter time, but we have birds chirping. We're going to draw off this one and from the top for the last one, okay? And for some reason I feel the need to put this one down here too. Not the need, but the one too. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? Currently we have 10 of Pentacles on the mind. So 10 of Pentacles is one of gratitude, it's one of safety and security. Financial safety and security, and having a home where you can feel comfortable, raising children, having pets, that kind of energy here is on the mind. Okay. In the past, you went on an adventure for sure. You chose to embark on a journey based on an action you wanted to take. You went and took the action to the world. Oftentimes, the Page of Wands is travel. And then we move to 10 of Pentacles, which is stability. So then we have 3 of Cups, which can be a sign of just the fate, the fate of the world, the 3 kind of situation, the sense that, you can, there's all sorts of kind of coincidences that you might see that like led you down this path of travel, but it's also one of friendship and celebration with friends. So that was in the past. What's this leading to? Well, a little bit of like conflicted mind. You're going to be a little conflicted about something, but then you're going to move forward rather quickly because we have the Chariot. So we move from right now currently wanting stability, wanting or at least thinking about how to create this kind of stability of the mind, in the mind, leads to a lot of thinking through things. It can be deliberation. It could be even a conflict of what you want to do. But that leads towards movement because we have the Chariot at the end. So you're going to make a decision really and move forward with it. Yeah, we have this like racing mind energy here because we have the 9 of Swords as well. Remember, this is just one of those things where taking deep breath, practicing meditation, and being mindful, practicing gratitude as well, can allow the mind to calm down and lead towards the proper decision that's balanced and one that's best for everyone involved. So that's what's on the mind. What's in the heart? What's in the world, actually? We should ask that. What's in the heart might be down here, or up here, but actually the heart can be anywhere it wants to be, now that I think about it. What was I thinking about? There's an expression I heard for some reason. Oh yeah, I was thinking about the expression "slow and steady wins the race." Right before I started this video recording, I don't know why that popped in my head, but it was kind of something I was telling myself. So, maybe in this case, it's one of those things where slow and steady will allow you to really calm your mind and allow you to make the decisions that you feel more comfortable with. Okay, we have, like we said, meditation. We have the Four of Cups. In this deck, is a slightly different deck. You can see that the person's more contemplative, calm, and serene. This is a sense of meditation, of patience, of gratitude. Practicing gratitude and patience is really great with this card. This card is a card of meditation. So you might be meditating, or maybe even you're visualizing this as your future that you would like to see. I think visualizations are an important aspect of reaching the goals we want that's best for everybody. But we also have to remember that we have to take action as well. You have to plan. We have to think through what it is that we feel is going to allow us to reach our goals. And then we have to take step-by-step actions and put an effort to reach those goals. Now, obviously, that also includes having a dream. So the dream is here, this stability could be the dream you want, or what you're trying to think or accomplish or find. Okay. And in the past, we have these sleepless nights again. We have this moving on from, perhaps you were thinking moving on from certain relationships, because we have the friendships here. And then there's the moving on 8 of Cups energy, which is leaving behind accomplishments, leaving behind real specific things that have material value or emotional value, but you're letting go of them and you're moving on because you believe there's something better. Okay. And you were very contemplative when you were making this thought of action. And now you're meditating on the goal. And now we're going to be deliberating. But what's going on then? Well, we have choices to be made. We were discussing that. Choices. Because we have 2 of Swords, which is this blind choice, not sure which direction to go. But then we are going to be taking action. Where's that going to take us? What direction are we going with that? Well, it has something to do with taking action involving perhaps entrepreneurial spirit or competitive nature, because we have the lion energy, the lioness energy, the Queen of Wands, the kind of the companion of the King of Wands. So she nurtures this kind of creative spirit within other people and herself. So it's an energy of creation here. We're moving forward towards something about creating and taking action. A lot of action-oriented cards here. Okay, well, we have a lot of meditative cards too as well, but we're leaning towards action in the future. Okay. So how does this make you feel within? Okay, we're gonna see where this might be where the heart is, huh? In the subconscious, in the emotional side of things, we have feeling left out in the cold. Okay, so right now, while you are meditative and you are contemplative, you're thinking about things clearly, you want this goal, but right now you feel kind of left out. And that's can really drive and motivate you to accomplish the things you want so that you can reach that state of being that is more warm and accepted and part of a safe and stable environment. In the past, there was triumphant thought process. The actions you took in the past were one that really allowed you to grow and to expand and to understand things in a new place. You might have traveled to another location in the past that gave you a new perspective. And there was this masculine energy that kind of drove that action forward, a sense of wanting to be in charge of your life and kind of seeing this movement, this contemplative but deliberate moving to a different location for a moment or going on a journey as the means of kind of taking back your sense of self and your sense of who you are and giving you more confidence in your capabilities. Okay, but that moved on towards now you want to build this new thing. Okay, this more safe and secure environment. Okay, we have the Artist, which is another visualizing card. The Artist is an oracle card that's really about creating the world we want, through visualizing the world we want, but then also taking action, and through calm and deliberate planning, allowing ourselves to not get distracted by the human nature of things that can kind of slow down our progress. This is one where we are visualizing and allowing ourselves to believe we can accomplish these things and putting our effort towards those accomplishments. Okay. And finally, this leads to, well, it leads to obligation, I'm going to say in this case, because we have the Eight of Swords, which can feel like being trapped, but it also can lead to being obligated. Like you're obligating yourself to a project. You're committing is a better way of putting it. This might feel like obligation, but what it actually is in this case is commitment, because the Eight of Swords, the figure, the woman, can always free herself from those situations. She's not surrounded by the swords. They're behind her. They're in her past. So she can move on. So this is one of those things where maybe feeling like commitment might feel like obligation, but it's one where you actually are, you're choosing this, and it's going to lead to a better situation in the future through commitment. We're going to draw one more card. Okay, progress. Slow and steady progress. We have the Seven of Pentacles. The farmer here has planted the crop and is watching it grow, is seeing those pentacles expand, is seeing the growth of the crop. So that's a beautiful ending to this, because it does kind of reiterate the idea that this is slow and steady. You went on a journey in the past, and it's really proven that it's proven to you that you are capable of creating the future you want. It's just going to take time, and it's going to take patience. All right. Group number 1, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment or subscribe to this channel, because as a small channel, subscribing actually really benefits the growth of the channel and allows us to continue on. And, it's really, really appreciated. So anything you do, likes, comments, or subscribing is greatly appreciated. Or just watching, of course, the next video. Because we also appreciate every view. Every time that someone watches this channel, I'm very grateful for it. Okay, so all of that being said, take care. See you later. Hey, group number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the High Priestess. Okay, so I hope you're doing well today. How are you doing? I'm a little sick, so if my voice is a little crackled, please forgive me. It is just what it is. I have a slight cold right now. It was okay. I'm doing better now. I'll just say that. Okay. It seems like we got 2 extra, so we'll just put this one here. Okay, so currently, what's on the mind? What's in the thoughts? We have balance, we have relationships, perhaps love is on the mind here. Uncertain about love. In the past, we had relationships on the mind. A really important thought process about relationships and fate. And also feeling triumphant in the past, which led to perhaps a reunion of some form that led to meeting someone where there's comparable energies. Some kind of reunion is on the mind. Okay. We're getting these cards, a lot of these cards again from last reading. Okay. And the Star. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a moment. So currently we have this kind of the mind is a partnership of some form. It could be romantic, it could be business oriented, but it seems more romantic because we have these 3 of Cups leading into it, and then the Star at the end. And also there's this unknown situation. We'll actually leave this for now there. And okay, so there's triumph that led to a party of some form. Like you met up with people. Perhaps you did something that you didn't think you were capable of doing, or you were brave and you went to a party when you were kind of nervous too. Something like that. And you might have met someone where you feel like there's a good match. This is going to lead to feelings of security, feelings of stability, and opportunity for healing of the mind, in the mind. So thoughts of healing, excuse me, thoughts of stability. coming from this emotional place of comparable energies of yin and yang. Also, a really lion kind of energy here. So this could be passion, or it could just be a really good partnership. Okay, really good friendship, but also could be, hey, like, could be love. Okay. What was this thing? What did you do in the past that you're proud of? Group number 2. What did you do that you were like, I feel like there's a bravery part of this. Like you were brave in the past, okay? Something to do with bravery. Well, maybe we'll find out here. Okay. Okay, so one moment. Okay, so currently you felt a little like alone. Perhaps you're looking for somebody. You're looking for a partner. You were really deliberating going to this event. Um, Perhaps you feel like you don't want to go, but you're feeling like you want to be brave. Yeah, you committed to some social event, okay, and you were weighing the pros and cons of whether or not you really want to go. You're feeling a little left out from it, or maybe you're choosing, like right now you don't feel like you want to go, but you're going. You potentially will be choosing to go, because you want this idea of meeting someone. You want to meet this person, or there's an idea or potential of meeting someone. So you're going to choose action. You're going to potentially go on an adventure, okay? Because you have the page of wands, which is taking action. And that's leading to a defensive posture of some form, but it's like defending protecting your energy, but also healing. Okay. So this could be a situation where you do go to a party, you do go to an event, or you do go on an adventure, but you're also careful when you do go that you set boundaries, that you allow yourself the time to recover. That's kind of an important aspect here. It's allowing yourself to recover and having boundaries, not overexerting yourself in a situation. And that's allowing you to be mindful of healing, be mindful of growth. Okay. Well, you want joy. I mean, you feel joy is in your heart. You want love. You want this kind of like warmth, right? You don't feel it right now, but you feel like if you make the right choices, you'll find it. Make the right choices. We have 2 of swords here, so there's a lot of deliberation of whether or not to go. I see that. You visualize a future, like you feel like there is a vision for you. You want to be proud. You want to be proud of the actions you take. I wanted to just pick up one more card. We're going to pick 2 cards here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You want to be proud of the actions you take. You want to be brave. You're always conflicted about this. Whatever it is that this is like, it feels like you want to go to like a holiday party or like something like that, maybe New Year's, or you want to travel, or you want to like talk to somebody, but you don't know if you should because you feel like you may have already talked to them too much and they haven't responded. Those kinds of things could be on the mind. Okay. And finally, we have making good decisions here. Whatever it is that you choose, it's going to be a good decision. It's going to be one that's based on intuition. And hey, we have the other intuitive card here. We have the High Priestess, and then we have the Queen of Swords, which makes really good decisions. She makes really good decisions in a feminine way, in an intuitive way, a really strong, intuitive decision-making process. So you're going to make your decision based on how you feel, and that's okay. You're focused on healing, and you're protecting your energy, but that doesn't mean you're not going to go. You might actually choose to go. You're just going to choose to go on your own terms. Perhaps you'll leave when you want to leave. It's kind of the thing I'm feeling. Let's see this one card here. The Sun. So this is the warmth. Going will bring you warmth as long as you have your own boundaries there. Yeah, as long as you stand your ground, as long as you are, you're assertive when it comes to what it is that you want, like the boundaries you're willing to keep, because if you're going to an event or something and you feel like you're just kind of stuck there for too long, that can be tough. So this is one of those things where going is a good idea, but going on your own terms and going only for a short period of time is probably what's happening here. Okay? Yeah, that feels about right. So let's draw a couple more cards. I haven't done this in a while, but I have in some of the more recent videos, but those are actually kind of recorded a little while ago. The sleep videos, if you've watched any of those. This isn't a sleep video, but if you fall asleep to it, I don't mind. Okay, let's just take a little bit of like up here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there is this feeling like you don't exactly want to go to a situation. You were proud in the past, or you want to be proud of yourself, and you've been hoping to be proud of yourself. You've been thinking things through. We have like this commitment kind of situation. You're thinking things through. You get some feedback. You kind of felt a little bit different about it after you heard some feedback. You want stability, and you want this kind of like partnership, or you want love. It could be family oriented as well, but it could be romantic. That's why I thought like a holiday party, but this could also be like, you just want to be part of the family. Okay, you want to be like more active in the family, I should say. Like maybe there's just an event that you got invited to and you're like not sure you're going to go, but now you're like you should. That kind of feeling. Okay. Yeah, standing your ground when it comes to your boundaries though is important. Okay, we have the Magician, but you're going to be able to manifest the situation in a way where, you're going to come into it and bring the energy that you need so that everyone else kind of resonates with that frequency and has a good time with you. You're not going to be sullen when you go. You're just going to be yourself. You're going to be at ease. That's good. Yeah, this is like kind of going back to like family, friends, that kind of stuff. It can also be romantic if it's a romantic situation. This is just a story of should you stay or should you go, but more so in a should I stay at home or should I go to the party? Not the relationship side of it, but should I stay or should I go to the party? Is kind of the story here, and I'd say like. If it's a healing journey, it's one where you're going to decide to do what's best for you. You're going to maintain boundaries, but you're also going to put yourself out there a little bit. You're going to push your comfort zone a little bit, but you're also going to maintain and do intuitive decisions when it comes to when it's time to leave, when it's time to come back home. So that's a good important aspect to this as well. Okay. Group number 2. This has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like or subscribe or comment if you really enjoyed it, and I will see you in the future. Take care. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the Well, which is inspiration, feminine creative energy. Okay. Please excuse my voice. It's kind of losing it right now because I have a cold. We're going to draw 5 cards. I hope you're doing well today. How are you doing? Excuse me. Okay. I'll try not to cough too much on the into the mic next time. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So what's on the mind right now? We have kind of letting go of something because we have the 8 of Cups, moving on from having accomplished something, but knowing that there's greater things beyond. Okay. You have the World, so there was quite a bit of accomplishment in the recent past of the mind. And you had been very patient in order to reach this situation, because we have Temperance, moving into the World, moving into 8 of Cups. So after accomplishing something through patience, you're ready to move on. Okay. And this leads to growth, because we have the 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, this is growing, this is progress, this is slow and steady. But then you have this new idea that you've finally kind of mastered. You've mastered a new idea and you're ready to take it on and rush forward with this idea. So you've cultivated an idea here, or a mindset that's going to allow you to take action very swiftly, very swiftly. So what's this mean for like you right now? What's happening with you personally right now? Moving on's on the mind, but where's the action taking place? Okay, this card also. Great. Okay, so Eight of Cups being clarified by Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is a fascinating card. It's often associated with trickery, with theft, but it's not actually. Especially in this deck. This deck has a little bit more of a positive attitude towards it. We have Judgment, so balancing. There was balancing in the past. Real important leveling the playing field kind of situation. Kind of karmic balance through decision making, really strong decision making. Okay, because we have the King of Swords into Justice, and now we're choosing to, in this case, leave a situation behind. Okay, now the Seven of Swords is one where there's actually a historical context involving someone who took swords from both battlefield, like took the swords from the battlefield so the battle couldn't happen. So in this case, it's almost a disarming. It's a disarming, it's a truce kind of situation. It's one where, in some ways we're pulling back, but it's also one of borrowing and spreading of ideas. So this is one where it's not necessary. There's two different sides to this. This could be one where you're letting go of something that could have otherwise been a conflict. And I think that's more so the interpretation in this layout so far. But if we're moving towards growth and taking action, it might be that someone's lending you an idea. Someone who has a very good balanced perspective on things has given you an idea that you can take with you on your journey. Because the swords are also borrowing of ideas. Okay, taking ideas with you, and ideas spread. They're not just one thing. They're not like an object that can only be one of. When you give someone an idea, it's like lighting two torches or lighting two candles. It's like it's bringing more light into the world through these ideas. This leads to decision making that allows you for mental growth, and you're going to be making a lot of new choices in the future, okay? But ones that you're going to feel kind of confident about, ones you're going to be able to jump into. Okay, but there's an intuitive unknown here. So what is that about? Well, let's dive into the intuition. Let's dive into the subconscious, and we'll see where the symbols take us there. Okay. And this one. We'll also show this. Well, actually, we'll just reveal it. The bottom was the Page of Swords. So we have this, where the Knight of Swords has already kind of explored this idea, experimented with it, implemented it into their life, and now they're more confident about it. The Page of Swords has just kind of understood the idea and is willing to show it to the world or bring it to the world and see how the world reacts. So this is kind of a lot of new ideas on the horizon, a lot of new creative energy and new ideas. And it's going to be a wellspring of thought that you're having here. Yeah, within you're going to be a little feeling like a lot of action, a little bit of conflicted. In the past, you were more contemplative, and now you're more like deliberating in your heart. Like your heart feels like there's like a tug there. Okay, there was a release in the past, so that release moved up to good decisions, to moving to the thought of needing to move on. Okay, this leads to progress and sun and warmth within. The decisions and balanced decisions you begin to make bring warmth, bring prosperity to you internally. You're going to feel that sense of security, that sense of well-being within. Okay. Having moved on from whatever it was, you really did accomplish something in the past, and someone might have given you quite good advice. Okay. Someone that you should thank, maybe. Okay, and then we have this sword here, the Three of Swords, which could be a reminder that you don't want to feel this way again, okay? These decisions are going to be ones that, might be tough decisions, but they're ones that are best for everybody, okay? They're best for everybody. We're just going to do 3 extra cards here. Okay. So what was this like accomplishment we had in the past? Let's take a look. This like I want to say you might have had some interesting dreams. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. So this is a good card to go back in the historical context of it. It's the idea that going on the outside of the wheel, you're going to be more at the whims of the world, more at the whims of the ebbs and flows of the day-to-day life. But if you center yourself, you ground yourself, and you build yourself to be more stable, you're able to kind of choose when to go to the outside of the wheel. Or you stay in the center and you can see the wheel turning, but you're grounded and capable within the center. A more moderate approach allows you to really have a stable lifestyle. Okay? That's the Wheel of Fortune. And you're kind of holding on to something. You're kind of clinging to something. But that leads to being more studious, being more thinking through things, thinking through your process, and also finding your tribe in some ways. Finding your friendships where you really match, and moving forward with that. Ones where you give and you receive in a beautiful way. And that's something that you're going to move towards, okay? Ones where there might be tough decisions, but they're ones where you know they're going to be right, and you're going to make them. And the ideas are going to come from within. They really are. Yeah, this Page of Swords. Interesting. Okay. I just want to say, like, I took the Page of Swords, and then we also have the Lovers. Put that here. You know, every decision you make is one where there are going to be tough ones, but it's going to lead towards a brighter and warmer future, as long as you know that you're making those choices that are best for everybody, that are higher, higher frequency. You're going to be doing all right here. Okay. Group number 3, this has been your rating. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment and let us know how you're doing. You can also like, and especially subscribing helps small channels like these grow. So, I want to thank you again, and see you later. Take care. Bye.